ate noodles with no packet, cereal with the cheese.
This is my statement to you, Coffeezilla. You're a king. I guarantee I drink more coffee than you, meaning you're a fraud to begin with. You're doing this little breakdown, this investigation. You just emailed me in a tone saying, oh, I want to ask questions about this coin, this coin. You really think you're going to do an investigation into the fact that meme coin prices go up and down and that all the and the real trenches are going to agree with you? Of course they go up and fucking down. It's meme coins. Nobody cares.
Let's go.
That Andrew and his brother promoted. See what kind of fixing they got up to. Starting with Roost. Honestly, this is your textbook Ponzi coin, exactly the type of thing Tate would call a scam a year ago. But now, he and his brother heavily promoted it over multiple videos. They even had flyers in their videos. And of course, during the promotion, the price did well. But when it was over, Roost is now down over 90%. Not only that, Roost's Treasury wallet got hacked. So the community literally got scammed. And to make it worse, the guy who got hacked was anonymous. Look at the time Tate got exposed for trying to get Barron Trump to let him buy Donald Trump tokens at a lower price. In exchange, he'd pump it. So much for not owning coins, I guess.
Back in August 2022, the investigator Coffeezilla uploaded a video titled I Joined Andrew Tate's Cult, and it was worse than I thought. And what he found was not really a business at all. It was a psychological system. The actual course was mostly generic money advice you could find anywhere for free, and yet Tate managed to attract and keep over 100,000 paying members.
None of this has stopped over 100,000 people from signing up for Hustleversity, which at $50 a month nets him $5 million a month, despite it being a repackaged version of the same male guru grift that we've seen over 100 times.
Coffeezilla also investigated Andrew Tate's crypto controversies and brought out something that shocked the internet. Because the most honest thing Andrew Tate ever said about crypto...
As an investigative journalist like I am, I was once in Hustlers University for a month, and I realized that everything in that program you can learn through YouTube. So shout out to repurposing YouTube content. All right, let's get back into it.
Was that he would never touch it. He called it a playground for degenerates, said the culture was built on luck and rug pulls and cowards hiding in holes, and he put it in writing for everyone to see, tweeting that he does not endorse shitcoins, that he is not a scammer like every other influencer, that he does not need to rob his own fans.
My problem with crypto is that it instigated a culture, which I didn't like. I didn't like the crypto culture as a whole, because the culture was based on getting in early, which, I mean, I guess you could argue is a skill, but to a degree is luck. Gambling, rug pulls, staying anon, hiding like a little coward in a hole, like a little and just being a degen, laughing about how you're a
And then he launched a coin called Daddy, promoted a string of others that collapsed one after another, and built an entire membership scheme around dangling a crypto payout in front of the people who trusted him most. So the question this video is actually about is not whether Andrew Tate ran a crypto scam. He did, and we're going to walk through exactly how. The real question is why anyone was surprised, because if you look closely, the crypto grift was never a new scheme at all. It was the same machine he has been running for years, just pointed at a shinier.
Remember, this is the same guy that gave us the PhD course. This is the same guy that has Hustlers University, the War Room, and when everything crumbled as it has today, none of it could be used. All of it went down the drain. So you had to ask yourself, like, bro, every single thing that this man did was just to extract as much money from his fans as possible, and now he's sitting in jail for it. And he's not going to be released. They're not releasing him, boys. He's going to sleep in there.
The next thing he built on top of it was a fantasy so absurd, it's almost impressive he sold it at all. To understand that machine, you have to go back to where it was first built and first exposed, which was Hustlers University.
Hustlers University is the greatest thing that exists on the face of the planet.
It wasn't.
Trying to escape the matrix. Become Hustlers University. Welcome to the metaverse. Inject it into your brain. You can skip university, you can buy my program, and I guarantee you will know everything you need to know. Have you ever seen a college professor with an S53 and a McLaren and a Lambo and an Aston Martin standing next to a Porsche? No, you've never seen any of this.
Valid points.
How to make stuff.
By August 2024, Hustlers University had been rebranded as The Real World, and Tate announced an expansion he called Planet T.
First of all, the crazy thing is that there was an AI section in the Hustlers University, but look at the AI that is being used here. What is that? That is absolutely some of the worst AI I have ever seen in my life. This is like Gen 1 video generation.
Promising members they would use the AI skills taught inside his program to help build an actual planet, a new reality with everything Earth was missing, and that founding members would own a literal percentage of it. He told them they would own the future, that they would cement themselves as legends into eternity.
Own a percentage of all the currency on the planet, and maybe a...
Hey, yo, why are they giving the light skin haircut here, bro? What's up with this? Why does the man look at this, and why does he lose his hand? What's up with this shape-shifting AI? This is the AI go and learn AI and sell it. This? Nah, come on. We can do better than that.
Small percent, but you still own some. And inside of our new reality, which we are building, you will also have a chance to own a percentage of the planet.
He's not a pharaoh. He's not a god.
Own the future. When we teach you how to use AI in Hustlers University, it's not only so you can earn money here on Earth.
Right.
It's also so you can build and construct a new future, which you will literally own a percentage of.
This man is so delusional. He said, not only so you can learn AI so you don't have to work in this reality, so you can work in a different reality. What reality is he creating? This false reality? Come on, bro. This is satanic, dude. Let's be honest.
Is Hustlers University students, these founding members which help us build this reality, which will cement themselves as legends into eternity.
And the reasonable expectation when a man promises you part ownership of a planet is that there is at least something real behind the word. There was nothing. Planet T was never fully released because it was never meant to be a product. It was a marketing tactic, and we do not have to guess at that. The showmanship and the promises look like harmless hustle culture noise until you remember they are aimed at people spending their last money on a dream that the sellers privately admit fake. And so we arrive at crypto, which Tate entered, not despite his stated principles, but by openly abandoning them in slow motion. First, he condemned it, the degenerate culture, the gambling, the rug pulls.
Gambling, rug pulls, staying anon, hiding like a little coward in a hole, like a little and just being a degen, laughing about how you're a Once I decided I was going to fix it, I decided I had to come up with an idea that allowed people to make money from the things they should make.
Then he began to soften, floating what he called a hypothetical. Imagine, he said, if I put together a project with billionaire partners for instant liquidity, imagine there was staking so you could earn forever. Imagine I airdropped it to the students of the real world, because why would I not make my students richer than everyone else? He even described linking the size of your payout to your rank inside his membership, telling people the council members would get the most and that you could join the council through the courses tab.
Imagine I were to put together, this is an imaginary project, people, something like this. Let's imagine I were to partner with billionaires for instant liquidity. Let's imagine staking happened very shortly after launch so that you could make money forever. So it's
the crazy thing, bro, is like, this is the same guy that was doing all of the, you know, HT, trafficking all the people, the abuse, the scams in Romania, working with the mafia, telling you, oh no, we have 6-7 different passports, catch me if you can. And then this is the person that we were listening to. It's so crazy that like the red pill, which is an idea of, it's essentially feminism for men. It divides the sexes. It's a battle between them. And this is the guy who was leading the way. This is why I always say it's so easy to fall for propaganda. I fell for the propaganda. I fell for the red pill propaganda only to come out the other side with literally nothing to show for it. It's a scam. It's a scam. So everything that's happening to him right now, is it well deserved? Hey, I think so, guys. I think so. Let's get back to the video.
Investment. Let's imagine I airdropped it to the students of the real world, because why would I not make my students richer than everybody else? Imagine there was an airdrop to the real world students.
He framed it as a daydream, but he was really just reading the plan aloud before executing it. And by June 2024, the hypothetical became DaddyCoin, promoted with the usual theater, bragging about burning tens of millions live, about being built different, about his power being unmatched and crypto being his. The tactic here is identical to Hustlers University.
There's unmatched perspicacity in scamming. In any domain of scamming. He's unmatched perspicacity.
Only the bait changed. The promise was that inside his school, and only inside his school, you would know what he was going to do before he did it, so you could win permanently, and the price of that knowledge was the monthly membership fee. It is the same structure every single time. Buy the access, and the secret to easy money is on the other side of the paywall. Except this time, there was a detail the crypto community caught almost immediately because the analytics service Bubblemaps flagged that insiders had bought 30% of the coin supply at launch before Tate ever started promoting it to his audience and were sitting on tens of millions. In other words, the people positioned to profit were already in place before the fans were ever invited to pump it. That is not a golden opportunity you were lucky to hear about. That is you being the exit liquidity. And this is the point where the story stops being about Tate's audience and becomes about the one man he genuinely feared, because Coffeezilla started asking questions. In October 2024, the email he sent Tate was almost boringly polite, just a list of plain questions. You said you would never endorse shitcoins. What chain? How much were you paid to promote these coins? Are you aware the Roost coin you promoted was hacked to the detriment of the people holding it? A reasonable man with nothing to hide answers those questions or ignores them. Tate did neither. He leaked the email publicly and detonated, and the reaction tells you everything, because he did not argue a single fact. He called Coffeezilla a fraud for drinking less coffee than him, insisted.
Okay, well, whatever. Coffee is ridiculous. It's an overstimulant. I will say this. In this day and age where these influencers, they're going around saying, oh, we make X amount of money. We're making so much money. Look at my Lamborghini. Isn't it fantastic? Look at it. All these different colors and shapes. What color is your Bugatti? Then you have niggas like Ty Lopez. It seems like every single day on the internet, especially if you're scrolling through Instagram or whatever type of platform, somebody has some sort of answer to whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're running a business or doing construction. It's like, oh, you need more clients, need more this, need more that. We have the answer. Are you an agency owner? Anyone who thinks that they have the answer, who's an influencer, and they're already making X amount of money and so much money, why would they sell you a course? What would be the point of selling you a course if you're already making so much money? Why would you need the X amount of people in your subscription group to now pay for this course. $500, $600 courses. Learn how to make money. It's like the majority of things can be learned on YouTube. It's unfortunate that we live in a society now where people are like trying to get rich quick. I understand the inflation gap. I get it. The rich are getting richer. The poor are getting poorer. I get it. But you can't escape your current situation via shortcuts. It's just not feasible. It's just not going to happen. You have to make small incremental steps to get to where you're trying to go. And unfortunately, the current society is they're lost, they're disillusioned, okay? They're insecure, and they're looking for any way out of the situation. So yes, I can understand the manosphere idea. Get a lot of money, work out, get shorties. Yes, that's good. It satisfies the most lower nature of man. Satisfies the most lower nature of man. Yes, some of the ideologies are good. Be strong enough and successful enough to protect your family, to be able to pay for unforeseen medical expenses that do come up. But the idea of shilling out money to these influencers to pay for their courses, come on, man. Come on. These niggas don't got it like that, bruh.
He was built different and beloved while Coffeezilla was hated, and in the part that should end any debate about his character, mocked the man's leaked email address by telling his millions of followers it sounded gay and encouraged them to harass him with it.
Yikes.
Coffeezilla is a... This is my statement to you, Coffeezilla. You're a I guarantee I drink more coffee than you, meaning you're a fraud to begin with. You're doing this little breakdown, this investigation. You just emailed me in a tone saying, oh, I want to ask questions about this coin, this coin. You really think you're going to do an investigation into the fact that meme coin prices go up and down and that all the in the real trenches are going to agree with you? Of course they go up and fucking down. It's meme coins. Nobody cares.
We all cared, bro. When you're scamming all these kids and everything, ugh, you guys just be careful, man. The most ingenuous people are right in front of us. And also this guy thinks that just because he's yelling and loud, that this is what means authority. No, it doesn't, bro. We need to move with integrity. More than ever, Allah has to protect us because Shaitan is working overtime. Allah Akbar! Ugh, this man makes me sick, dude. I feel sick to my stomach. I feel sick to my stomach.